welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited because I went to the AG store in DC, Virginia, Tyson's Corner, and I got to see the new Truly Me dolls up close in person, pick out ones that I thought would be best for my collection, and just make a day out of it, and it was really fun. So today I'm going to show you my haul from the store and do a couple unboxings, and then at the end I'm going to include a little vlog of some of the displays in the store and different ways that they did some of the new girls' hair, so you can see it and decide if you want to stop by or get your own too. All right, if you're new here, welcome. If you like these kind of videos, hit that subscribe button, but let's just get right into this. Really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I got from the store, and then we're going to go into the unboxings. So just to start off, I got the new historical Mary Ellen 2-in-1 outfit. I had been eyeballing this one up just because I am a sucker for anything with fruit or, you know, cute patterns on it. So I'm really excited to mix and match this. So I got that. And I got Truly Me 131. She's the doll I actually intended to go to the store for. She is the new Josefina mold doll. I don't know how it happened. A second doll just happened to jump into my bag. So I may have left with my Josefina doll having a friend. I ended up getting Truly Me 130, and we will be unboxing her as well. And as I'm unboxing, I'll kind of tell you where I was hesitant with her and why I did actually say yes. We are going to get started. We are going to unbox Truly Me 131. This is the new Josefina mold doll first, because like I just said, this is the one I initially went in for. Okay, well, I'm just kind of taking off the lid and things like that. I know that a lot of people, in terms of this doll, she's not as popular with the excitement levels, and I think that's just because it's another Josefina doll. But what I'm so excited about for this girl is her hair. Oh, she's so pretty. I have very dirty blonde hair. You probably can't tell with the lighting in this room, but I do, and I don't see many dolls that really have that true like dirty blonde color, and so I was really excited. My mini-me is actually McKenna, so now you understand. So I decided I really wanted her as well. So I've already chosen a name for her. Her name is going to be Peyton in my collection. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get her out of the box, and then I'm going to save you the hassle. Let me go do that real quick. There's like these little pieces of, they almost look like, I don't really know what they are actually. They almost look like what you would use in a hospital, I'm not going to lie. And that's where her arms rested, so I think it's just to protect her arms, but I appreciate that. And the extra shirt was just taped right here, so I took that out as well. So here's that extra shirt. I'm really happy they're doing that now, because before, you know, they had those like wannabe sweater dresses where they just put a couple things on there and called it a meat outfit, and like, let's be real, it wasn't really a meat outfit. Where this is mix and match, you could do a lot with it. Like, this is a true meat outfit, and for the price increase of $10, because they're now $125, I do think you're actually getting the quality, whereas before you definitely weren't in terms of the outfit. So here's that extra shirt, which, to be honest, in my opinion, this is so much better than the other one. That's just me. I just prefer this over the other one. And so I'm excited they give you both. So here's this. I did spend a long time in the store comparing the two dolls that I got to make sure that they didn't have wonky eyes and just kind of different known defects with these molds. So the employees called me out for sure. They asked if I was a collector and said only collectors sit there and compare dolls. So you know what? If that's you, awesome. So here she is. She's so pretty. I love these meat outfits. Embroidered up here instead of a sticker, which is really, really nice. And then it's like a faux leather. And I will say this is pretty similar to what it looked like in the store. If you stay to the end of the video, you will see me trying on an extra large so you can see what it looks like. Now, I will tell you more later because I'm going to voice over, but I am 5'7", so you can see how cropped it looks like on me. But I did try it on just so that I could show you guys. And then on the back, it has that same embroidered star. The other meat outfit shirt looks like this, which this one's not really my favorite. I don't know, kind of reminds me more of like pajamas, but that's okay. I love the denim skirt. This is going to be mix and match for me so much. I love it. And then the socks and the cute shoes. I like shoes like this. I think this meet outfit is like top notch compared to what we've seen in the past. Moment of truth, we are going to take off this hairnet. We're going to try that way. Okay, there we go. I love her hair so much. She's definitely, I got her for her hair. She is so pretty. I'm also a sucker for the Josefina mold. I have very many of them in my collection, but they never disappoint. I do think she got new eyebrows though. Okay. Okay. Hear me out. So here's my mini me right now. This is McKenna Girl of the Year, but she's Charlie in my collection. And here is new girly Peyton. So if you can tell, they're both Josefina mold. They have very similar hair, which I'm very excited about. That's why I wanted her. Obviously different eye colors. Hers are brown, hers are blue. But very different. What? Very different eyebrows. My wife is in the background laughing at me, if you were wondering. Do you mind? She's like doing hand signals over here as if I'm like... So different eyebrows, obviously different colors of their eyes. They could be sisters in a past life, right? But so this is my who I've been using as my mini me because I do have blue eyes, but I'm excited for her. Okay. Anywho, this is Peyton. Let's move on so we can open 130 and see what she looks like. A bit of time, but here she is out of the box. We are going to take her hairnet off together. I don't know if going from the front is the best idea. I just tried to do that and her bangs flipped up and I don't want to mess up her bangs. So we're actually going to try the other method and go from underneath. I'm going to try to lift these over her bangs as gently as I can just so they don't start like fraying all over the place. Here's her lush hair. Oh, it's so long and so pretty. I'm going to turn her around so you can see like what you would see out of the box. So here she is. She's really pretty. Why I was hesitant on getting her right away was because I am not the biggest fan of like the curtain bangs where they split right in the middle. I have Truly Me 122 as well, and that is what I didn't like about her. But when I brought her home and really fixed her bangs to a way I liked them, and so she will, I'm hoping I can fix her bangs so they're not right in the middle. That's not me. I don't like the middle part. Well, there we go. That's better. That's more what I wanted. Okay, I moved her bangs in a way that I will have her wear them in my collection, and I am so much happier with her already. I think she looks so much better to me and like what I prefer. Okay, here she is. So I went ahead and just kind of moved her bangs a little more to the side to give her a little bit more of like a side part. And I know people said that that means they're longer, like in the front. I'm fine with that. I am not someone where I need the bangs like cut directly across. Personally, I don't really like that, other than on the original early Just Like You dolls and Pleasant Company dolls. I love it. But on like these new girls, I don't know. There's something about it I just don't like when they're cut straight across. So I am a big fan of this like swoosh where like it's not all even and they're like kind of go different ways. So this is definitely like my preference, but I know not everybody likes when they're long like that in her face. So if you feel like you got to trim them, do what you got to do. But for me, this is probably how I'll have her wear them, which is similar to my 122. She is so pretty. She is so pretty. She almost reminds me of like a modern Ivy. I always wanted Ivy, and I will say Ivy's hair cut straight across, I love. But she's also historical. So like it really just depends on the doll and who she is in my collection. Here's my second girl. She doesn't have a name yet because again, I wasn't planning on getting her like right now. But so I'm going to think of a name for her and like formally introduce her over on my Instagram. So if you would like to go follow us there, it is AG_untold. I will put it below. And if you like videos like this, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. In a few seconds, I'm going to pop in some footage from the store where you can see some of the new displays, see some hairstyles on some of these new dolls, including Truly 132, who I did not purchase. They did some really cool hairstyles with her, and I think it's going to be helpful for people if they're a little intimidated by her hair. But go ahead and watch some of the footage so you can see some of the new things. I also, like I said, went and tried the jacket on. I think I showed some of the new Crocs, but if I didn't, I have Crocs coming. and I showed just a couple new things, like the new Truly Me displays. Enjoy the rest of the footage, and I will see you in another video real soon. All right, bye for now. Hi everybody, welcome to the second half of the video where I'm going to show you some footage from the AG store in DC. So here's my wife rolling on in on her very known trusty knee scooter. When we first walked in, it was cute because it said Aunt Olivia and my wife's name is Olivia, so we were just kind of giggling about that. I truly have the best and most supportive wife ever. And then we moved into me picking up my new dolls. So I did compare the dolls like this to make sure I got ones that I really liked. And this is the time when a store employee did walk over to me and ask if I was a collector, saying that she has only ever seen collectors do this, which I thought was pretty funny. We then moved to the new Truly Me displays where you can see 132 and all the other dolls in their new meat outfits. Any of the dolls on the back row that are not in the new updated meat outfits will be retiring. So if any of those you want, I do recommend getting them now. Here's the second display, and this had Truly Me 131, and then you did see 130 in the other one as well. Here is just a super cute little display to match the dolls with the new jackets, which I thought was a really cute display and idea. I grabbed an extra large because, let's be real, I was determined to just try to fit into this thing. Come on, American Girl, please make these for adults. Please. So here I am. I know I look absolutely ridiculous, but this is a size extra large. I am 5'7", just for reference, and I'm not going to say my weight, but let's just say I was shocked this even fit on me, but definitely way too cropped. Moving on to some of the new displays with the new dolls. So here you can see Truly Me 130. She looks adorable as ever at this juice stand. And then we moved along to this one, which was really cute, which showcased 131. And I just love the hairstyle they did on her. So definitely gave me some ideas. Moving right along to Truly Me 132. Look how amazing her hair is. They put it into these really cool bubble braids and then made 131 with a beanie. I did jump down to the Bitty Baby section because I wanted to see this in real life, and it actually is way bigger than the hospital thing. And I was also really impressed that there's real water in it. And then we moved to Maryland's stove, which I was not very impressed with. It's really a lot of just cheap plastic. Then we went to Melody's, and this salon chair is really cool. Like, if I had the space for this, this is awesome. I was impressed with the fabric, and I really loved that it reclined. Like, how fun is that? So we were really just looking at all these pieces in person, and I would recommend the salon chair, but I would not recommend the stove, because like I said, it was like a lot of plastic, and I was a little disappointed in that. And then we headed to the checkout, and I had the time of my life at AG DC. And maybe next time, if you're there, come by and say hi. Well, everyone, that brings us to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you like these kind of videos, please go ahead and subscribe. And hopefully I will be back with another video real soon. And big shout out to my wife for always being the best camera woman.